What's going on, everyone? I am Star Wars Analyst, and today we got some crazy exciting news. So, I don't know if you remember, but all the way back in 2019, before The Rise of Skywalker came out, there were all these kind of leaks and rumors and stuff, and one of the most popular ones was that this actor, Matt Smith, I don't know if you've heard of him, he's pretty popular. He's famous for Doctor Who, but it was rumored that he was actually going to be playing a young Palpatine in Episode 9, but if you saw the film, you know that never came to be. But today we actually got an exclusive interview from Matt Smith where he directly breaks the silence on his role in The Rise of Skywalker. I actually have not seen the clip yet. I'm super excited to, and I'm going to be reacting to it live right here on the channel. So let's break it down and take a look at it. I just want to stop right here to take a second to remind everyone that I am giving away an Emperor Palpatine's Force FX lightsaber. These are premium $300 lightsabers, top-notch stuff, so you definitely don't want to miss this opportunity. I'm going to have instructions on how to enter the giveaway at the end of the video, so be sure to stay tuned. Alright, let's play this video.
Matt, did you ever shoot any Star Wars scenes?
No, I didn't. There was, we were close to me being in it, but then it just never quite happened. I think the thing they were thinking of me for, eventually the part became, it became obsolete and they didn't need it, and so I never got to be in Star Wars. There we are.
But what was the part?
Here's conjecture. Was this Palpatine's son? Was that who you were playing?
I could not possibly say. But it was a pretty groovy thing.
I mean, he definitely wasn't Palpatine's son, because we saw Palpatine's son, and it wasn't Matt Smith.
Like a big story detail, like a transformative Star Wars.
Pause in the video. So he said his role became obsolete and that they didn't need it, but they did use Palpatine's son in the film, at least for maybe 3 seconds. But it's definitely not who Matt Smith was going to be. Matt Smith was definitely going to be a character other than Palpatine's son.
It was like a big story detail, like a transformative Star Wars story detail, but it never quite got over the line.
No, I can't deal with this. I'm gonna have nightmares about this now.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it was a big shift in the history of the franchise.
Pausing it again, because that's pretty important. A big shift in the history of the franchise. Who could he have been playing? What could his role have possibly have been that it would have been a... What did he say? What was the word that he just used?
Shift in the history of the franchise.
A major shift in the history of the franchise.
Successive word.
I know. There we are.
Did you ever get into costume? Was there a costume test? How far away did you get?
There was no costume. There were a couple of...
No costumes, no nothing, just ideas. It's crazy how many ideas they had for this movie. So many ideas. And not that I'm disappointed with what we got. I'm disappointed with what we got. It could have been so much better. But if I start talking too much, I'm just going to start pissing myself off.
The good part is you still have your Star Wars eligibility card, so it's a long career.
Well, maybe I can come back. You never know. I mean, if God, to come back is that
This is the worst. This is the worst possible time for the phone to cut out. Just so you know.
I thought it was lagging on my end.
Oh God, I hope. Sorry, it's because I'm in Spain and the internet's really shoddy.
Oh, really? And it ends right there?
Sorry, my friend.
We still get no answers, but now we can speculate. So I'm trying to think. A major shift in the history of the franchise. I don't know what that could be referring to. I'm thinking that either he was supposed to play a young Palpatine, after Palpatine sucks the life essence out of Rey and Ben. Instead of being old Palpatine, he would have came back as Matt Smith as a young Sheev Palpatine. That's what I think it could be, but that doesn't explain a major shift in the history of the franchise. So I'm thinking maybe it could have been some sort of like a flashback scene. I'm thinking it could have been like a flashback scene all the way to like pre the Phantom Menace when Palpatine actually killed Plagueis. I think they were going to show. Well, I mean that wouldn't. Well, we don't know when Palpatine killed Plagueis. In Legends, Palpatine killed Plagueis right around the time of the Phantom Menace, but in canon, we don't actually know when that event happened. So maybe it happened when Palpatine was a lot younger, and maybe in Episode 9 we would have seen Matt Smith actually be the one to kill Plagueis. I think that would have been insanely cool, and I'm thinking that the major shift in the history would have been that after he killed Plagueis, Plagueis did indeed learn to live forever, and Plagueis put his spirit inside of young Palpatine, and Palpatine all along has been Plagueis, that it was Plagueis all along. It was Agatha all along. Huge Marvel fan too. I know it's Star Wars Analyst, but I really like Marvel too. I don't know if you guys watch any of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus, but they're awesome. I really like those. Anyway, yeah, this whole Matt Smith thing, it's got me super excited and interested, but it's also got me pissed off because where was this stuff in Episode 9? Like, why couldn't we have gotten to see any of this? But who knows? Maybe he'll be back. I really don't know. I think that would have been cool to see. Because it ties into the themes and stuff of like the dyad, and like recently they totally reworked like the rule of two and kind of implemented that like the rule of two is similar to the dyad, and that Palpatine and Plagueis tried to form a dyad together. I think it's really interesting. So, as I was editing, I decided that I had absolutely no idea what I was talking about, so I decided to head over to my good old friend Wikipedia, and here's where I found a pretty interesting quote from Darth Sidious. So he says, "For a millennium, the Sith had adhered to the rule of two, but this decree is said to merely be a pale imitation of its predecessor, the doctrine of the dyad." So we know from Sidious himself that the rule of two is actually based off of the concept of the dyad. So these two things are very much connected. Now, the rule of two is all about there just being a master and an apprentice. And eventually when the apprentice feels that he's stronger than the master, he kills the master. And this has gone on for a millennium. But I think that in Episode 9, the concept that they were trying to explore with the rule of two was that when you kill your master, essentially your master's essence takes you over. Like, remember in The Rise of Skywalker when Sidious is basically taunting Rey and he's saying, "If you kill me, my spirit will pass into you and we will be one."
Kill me, and my spirit will pass into you. As all the Sith live in me, you will be Empress. We will be one.
I think that that's basically how the rule of two works and how the concept of the dyad works. I think all of these things are connected, and I think that it was all part of their plan to show that it was really Plagueis all along. When Palpatine killed Plagueis, Plagueis went into Palpatine, and Palpatine was dead. It was just Plagueis controlling him the whole time. So, yeah, that's my theory. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. In order to be eligible to win the Emperor Palpatine Force Effects lightsaber, you must be subscribed to the channel, and you also have to be one of the first 10,000 people to like and comment on this video. May the Force be with you, and good luck.